Alright, hello everybody and welcome to the latest installment of the SledgeHammer Wrestling Show. I am Nick Nightmare, your host, and we're going to be reviewing Smackdown Live from last night. Before I really get into that, before we really get started, I want to talk a little bit about Miz TV. Miz TV! Get out of here with this, will you? I'm tired of Miz TV. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of all these interview segments, even the Ambrose Asylum, Jericho. You come out there, you have a guest, you don't follow a true talk show format. You don't. You have some kind of a guest that comes out and ends up hijacking the whole show from the host that makes them look like a jackass. Why have a show? Why? Why couldn't we just have Dean Ambrose in the middle of the ring calls out Dolph Ziggler? What was the point of The Miz? To stand behind them and make amusing faces? Come on. Ridiculous. Unnecessary. All you needed was Dolph and Dean get in the ring. They could have pulled off the same exact promo. Dolph would have got over just as big. All these people that are now like, oh, I love Dolph. Where have you been? There's been people that have been supporting Dolph from the beginning. We've seen his decline. And I don't blame the guy. Because when you work your ass off every day, and you don't get any rewards, and you don't get what the other guys are getting, and the other guys ain't nearly as good as you, of course you're going to be pissed off. You feel like you're being pissed on. So why are you going to keep on going? Why are you going to push hard? Why are you going to do this? So he stood back. He rested on his laurels, and he's coasting. He's coasting like the rest of the superstars on the roster. And now we're going to believe he's all fired up. He's fired up. He's ready. Dolph is ready to climb the mountaintop and grab the brass ring and break the glass ceiling. Use any metaphor you want. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. He did a great job in his promo. And that's what Dolph needs. Dolph needs to amp it up. He's got to change it up. He's got to stop with this hard rock kind of lead singer, but roadie / groupie. I don't know what the hell he is. What are you, Dolph Ziggler? What are you? I want to like you. You're a talented man. You're a good-looking kid. What are you? Are you the next showstopper? Show me. It definitely looked like it. That segment with Ambrose. Miz TV. Miz TV. Get the fuck out of here, Miz. That segment with Ambrose and Ziggler reminded me back in the day of when Shawn Michaels kicked Bret Hart's teeth down his throat, made him fall over to his little wheelchair. It was great. They got to do more stuff like that. But then after that, it's all downhill from there. The fact that you went to commercial break and continued to do the show, and not just do the show, but during the commercial break, you booked the angle for the Intercontinental match. So what did we see? Nothing. We saw what you chose to show us when we came back from break, which now delays the show because we got to re-show it. And then you come back and we go into the tag match, the useless tag match. Come on. What did we accomplish in that tag match? We got to see everybody come out, right? And then what do? We go to commercial. We come back. Match is over in 2 minutes. They wrestled through the 3 minutes on the commercial. They showed us the tail end of the match where these guys are just all popping off their finishes. Typical WWE writing. And in the end, to no one's surprise, American Alpha, alone in the ring. But that match, the whole division, the whole tag team division's in one match. Breezango, in my opinion, needs to tweak the name a little bit. I mean, it's good, but there should be a little something more. I don't know what else they could do. Maybe that's me just fishing and complaining a little much. But I don't like the Breezango name. I think they could have came up with a better name for the two of them, package it a little better. Turn them face, because the crowd wants to love Tyler Breeze. The crowd's always somewhat loved Fandango, but you put him in a Joker's position, in the Heath Slater role, and you make him a jerk-off. And you send him out with Summer Rae, and she does her little half dance. And Fandango used to come out and do his thing. Do you remember when the universe was all over Fandango, everybody? And everybody sang that man's theme song. Fuck you. You don't care enough to stay behind these guys. And then we all complain when they push them off the card. Well, you weren't supporting them. So why should we continue to push them? It's partially our fault. But how much fault can we be at blame for? The crowd almost did their part. We did for Fandango what we did for Daniel Bryan. We took the yes, we were throwing it up there. Fandango came out, everybody was doing their little two-finger point, singing his song. And the WWE didn't care. Same way they didn't care that we loved Daniel Bryan. They didn't care. So what do we get? We get this mishmash of tag team matches. Breezango should be turning face. The Usos should be turning heel. And why? Because they're stale. They're boring. You split the brands. You came to Smackdown. You're still the Usos. You didn't get split up. But you're the same. You're the exact same. Right down to your orange ring wear. And your blue and orange face paint. You didn't even change up your color scheme. You guys need to learn how to keep it fresh. How to change with the times. That's why your cousin The Rock is still relevant. Because yes, we don't want to see him in the ring anymore. Because he's elevated himself to the entertainer that he is today. By changing year after year. From Rocky Maivia to The Rock in the Nation, to The Rock that he would become in the midst of the height of the Attitude Era, that everybody in the world knew who The Rock was. Nobody gave a shit about him 2 years before that. And why does this happen? Because the WWE used to build superstars, which they don't do anymore. They put somebody on TV, you find out that Vince loves them, and the next thing you know, he's down your throat. Like a big banana down your throat. Just like Roman Reigns. And they're about to do it with Apollo Crews. But what they're not paying attention to at all is a tag team division. As many of my friends online and my co-hosts to other podcasts will tell you the same thing. The tag team division is being left probably to its own devices, and it's not getting the proper attention that it deserves. What did we learn from Smackdown last night, everybody? We learned nothing. We learned nothing. We got a bunch of matches that pretty much had nothing to do with the card on Sunday. The only two matches that had any kind of build at all, albeit not so good of a build, was Dolph and Dean at the beginning, like we already discussed, and at the very, very end, the only thing that mattered was when Cena won. Surprise. Surprise! John Cena beat Alberto Del Rio for what, the 300th time? And then we had AJ jump off. Phenomenal forearm right in the mush. That is the only moment that mattered in that whole entire match. It's the only moment that mattered. Because that progressed the story. Not enough. Not enough. Because AJ mashes him in the mouth. John Cena gets up like he does from everything. Attitude adjustment, AJ Styles. After he runs his mouth, says what he's got to say about John. So, baby step of a storyline move. But at least it was a baby step. Same thing with the first one. The rest of the show you could have did without. The rest of the show nobody needed to even watch. Except for what everybody's talking about from last night, because we all feel the glow. We all feel the glow from Naomi. This girl is talented beyond belief. We've seen her in the ring. We've seen her perform. We've seen her moves. We know what she's about. We got to know her on Total Divas. We know she's with the Uso. It's fine. She's gonna be fantastic. And this new gimmick with the glowing lights and the new outfit and the feel the glow, she's gonna get it over. She's gonna get it over. She's gonna be great. Best part of SmackDown. Naomi, feel the glow. The fact that I even say that is sad to me. Because you got 5 days till SummerSlam, and the best part of the SmackDown show, the last stop on the road to the biggest party of the summer, and the most spectacular thing you had to show me was Naomi and her glowing ass. Which is not a complaint. Let's be straight. It is not a complaint. But what are you doing? And you did all that for what? For Eva to me? I don't even want to say that name. That's why it comes out wrong every time, because I get too frustrated. This redhead nothing, all red nothing, that's what we will call her on my show. This all red nothing continues to make a mockery of the division because creative is allowing her to. They're coming up with this dog shit story, and I'm done with it. She needs to do something. And the fact that she's booked in a match for SummerSlam. And Sami Zayn and Bray Wyatt, Alberto Del Rio, they're not on the card. Still not on the card. Unbelievable. Even if this match ends up on the pre-show, it's too good for her. And these poor 5 other girls are going to go out there and try to steal it. They're going to put on the best match they could possibly have. You got some talent in there. You got Becky Lynch. You got Naomi. They're going to do the best they can. And you know what's going to happen? Eva Marie's not going to take a tag. That's what's going to happen. And if she does, she's going to tag her. And the broad's going to come in the ring and tag herself right back out. Probably like they did when she was in the match she shouldn't have been in before at WrestleMania. Come on. Explain this to me. Somebody tweet me. Nick Nightmare. Hashtag SledgeHammer Wrestling Show. Tell me why. Anybody. I don't care if you're my friend, if you're one of the people that are listening that I don't know personally. Somebody explain to me what the deal is. Because when you're getting heat because you truly suck, you're not really getting heat. You're getting hate. Hate and heat, spelt almost the same, but completely 2 different words. And when your heat is being generated by actual hate, you will never get the star over. That's the same problem you have with Roman Reigns. The people generally, by and large, do not like him. I don't know why. I'm one of them. I couldn't tell you myself. Why don't I like Roman Reigns? I don't know. I look at him and it just doesn't feel right to me. I don't like him. But that doesn't mean I can't ever like him. It means he needs to earn it. Which is what he needs to do with the rest of the universe. He needs to earn our respect so that we can get behind him. We know you were the weakest link in the Shield now. Because the other 2 are megastars. Megastars. And Roman Reigns keeps coming out getting booed. And I guarantee you he takes off that stupid flak jacket vest, he's going to start getting over. Get rid of the flak jacket. Get rid of the Spider-Man looking logo. Go to your Samoan roots and start kicking people's ass. I made a suggestion months ago that they team him and the Usos, Samoa Joe and Nia Jax, and make a Samoan Mafia. That would be amazing. Joe, the only one not blood related, would be the Enforcer. You got the tag team of the Usos, maybe walking around in 3-piece suits, acting all fancy, kiss the ring. And then you got Roman, would have been the head, the godfather of the Samoan dynasty. And you got Nia Jax to take over the women's division. You could have had them take over the world. And you know what? The wrestling community would have booed it because it was the right thing to do, not because it sucked. Hashtag book it better. I told you guys yesterday I'm trying not to be negative. But they give me no choice. I love SummerSlam. I love the big 4 pay-per-views. They're always my favorite. King of the Ring has always been one of my favorites. And when it comes to these shows, they don't know how to build them. They don't know how to generate interest properly. They don't know how to promote it properly. As the one person who's coming to my area, which happens to be very close to Brooklyn, is only going to be Eva Marie. Appearing at a local Toys R Us. Right here in Brooklyn. Everybody else is far away. Or some other place away from me. Anybody worth a damn? Finn Balor. I think it's in Westchester or Manhattan. Not that I couldn't get to Manhattan. But the point being, the event is in Brooklyn. I live near Brooklyn. All the special events should be taking part in and around Brooklyn. At least if you're going to have all these guys scattered around the state to make it known that the WWE's in town, at least have primarily most of the things going on within the area of the Barclays Center. But do you know what choice I have? I can choose to go see Eva goddamn Marie. Give me a break. That's what we get in Brooklyn. We're hosting the event. That's what we get. We get Eva Marie. Thank you for nothing at all. I can only hope that they add somebody else for those poor schlubs that are actually going to go there. My wife wants me to go just so we could look at her from afar. I'll go just to call her a scumbag. And tell her she sucks. That's the only reason why I would go. We definitely ain't paying a nickel. We'll sit in the fucking parking lot. I don't even want to go at all. But I'm a good husband. And if she really wants to go, happy wife, happy life. You know what I'm saying, guys? At least I tried. So last night's show, another bust. I have no reason to look forward to one of my favorite pay-per-views, SummerSlam. Except for the mere fact that they stacked this card up with a bunch of matches. A fellow podcaster, one I've mentioned before, JD from New York 206. He's a very entertaining guy. We're on the same page with a lot of things the way we think. Check him out on YouTube. He said something pretty accurate. He said that the WWE looked at SummerSlam and booked a 2K16 mega card. If you had the video game and you sat home and you put together a SummerSlam, it would probably look like this. You got some big matches. You got really, really packed card. So the wrestling is what I have to look forward to. I don't care about the stories because there's nothing to care about. But I know AJ Styles and Cena are going to do something. At least they better, because we've seen them, 4 times in the last 6 weeks? 2 months, whatever it is. We know we're going to get a great tag team match. Gallows, Anderson, and the New Day. We know we're going to have a fantastic women's title match. Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor is probably going to blow the roof off of Brooklyn. It's going to be a great show. I just wish they gave me a reason to really care. I like the guys I like for my personal reasons that I like them. They do not extend the character out to us enough for us to relate. We don't know what's happening. We just know they're going to fight. And why are they going to fight? Well, because the GM said so. That's what we're dealing with. We're just going to fight for the sake of fighting. Much like the Best of 7 series for nothing that I mentioned yesterday between Cesaro and Sheamus. That begins at SummerSlam. It's just going to be some great wrestling, you guys. That's all I can hope for. is that I sit down for 4 hours, and each and every match these guys are going to go out and tear it up and try to give us their best. And more often than not, if the whole team's in that mind frame, you're going to get a great show. They have a lot to prove. They want to prove the brand split didn't fail. They want to prove that they're still the number one company in the business. All these guys want to prove that they work for the best company in the business. They are the best athletes in the business, and we're going to get a great show. As far as wrestling is concerned, there's too many good wrestlers fighting other good wrestlers on this card for there to be even a bad match. So as I said, the power of positivity is always strong on this show, and I'm always hoping for them to turn the corner and give me their very best. Smackdown was not that. Smackdown was their phoned-in TV show, basic matches, nothing connecting to SummerSlam except a few little interview segments here and there. I have nothing else to be positive about from Smackdown, except the re-debut of Naomi, as we earlier mentioned. I want to give that girl all the props in the world. She deserves it. She's going to be a superstar. I love Naomi. I think she's great. I love the new look. I hope it does her well. I hope it elevates her immediately over All Red Nothing. Because she deserves to be over that. They all deserve it. All Red Nothing is going to be a bane of my existence for the probably rest of my life, because the WWE loves to take people we hate and put them in our face, and they swear that we love them. It's happened throughout history. It's always happened. Until one day they figure it out, or they get hurt, and this person is gone. And we could only hope Eva Marie will be gone. I don't wish anybody to be hurt. Don't get me wrong. But let's hope that she's not going to be around for long, and that her true weaknesses get exposed whenever she finally decides to actually get in the ring and fight. And hopefully the skies will clear of these red clouds, and we'll have the nice blue, beautiful, clear skies of SmackDown. No red in sight. Unless you're talking about Becky Lynch, who accurately corrects people by telling her hair is orange, not red. But what she fails to realize, that in general society, even those with naturally orange hair, auburn, yellowish red, however you want to describe it, to the masses in general, you're a redhead. They're not going to call you an orange head, babe. That's just the way it's going to be. Would you rather be an orange head or a redhead anyway? I'd rather be called a redhead, if given the choice. But that's never going to happen. So that was pretty much everything I got to say about last night. I know I sound a little lamped up. I was very upset by the show. And then I had a little bit of a rough morning, so I needed to vent. And I took it out on my favorite thing, WWE, as most of us do. And I think I feel a little better. At least personally. I don't feel any better about SummerSlam, but I feel better. Because I got some of this stuff off my chest. A little bit of a rant today, more than a review. I hope you enjoyed it. And I want to thank you for being with us again. Follow me on Twitter, @NickNightmare. We just launched our Facebook page yesterday, so we are now on Facebook, the SledgeHammer Wrestling Show. New episodes coming to you right here on podbean.com. Check back for updates. Tonight we got NXT and the CWC. Everybody enjoy it. We're going to be in for a great show. If you've had a bad couple of nights the last Monday and Tuesday, tonight's the night for wrestling fans. Tune in on the WWE Network. Starting at 8 o'clock, we got NXT. That's Eastern Time. 9 o'clock, we got CWC. My favorite show currently. Everybody enjoy what they got for you tonight. I'll try to get back to you before the weekend, possibly with some previews, match predictions, what I think is really going to happen. I hope you'll join me then. I'm Nick Nightmare. Once again, this is the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. Thanks for joining me, Hammerheads. We'll talk to you later.